Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Noise and welcome back to Archangel's Fall. In the last episode, we finished up the graveyard area, and there's only really one area left for us to go explore, and that is the quote-unquote Nether caverns. But before we do, I went into the mines, got a bunch of coal. There is 13 coal ore. We had a little bit, I think like 14 coal in our inventory before I did this. I just kind of want to see how much coal we can get from a Fortune 3 pickaxe. 'Cause it's always fun. And we got 40 coal, so that is hopefully going to be enough to make plenty of torches for the next area. Now, we could go back to the mines. We could go back to that terrible, terrible underwater gas-filled area. But instead, we're going to go to another terrible area. This area was not too bad. The graveyard was pretty tame, all things considered. Probably should have went there first. But we need to go up this trail. And eventually we'll get to where the Nether cavern is, or at least one of the two entrances that we know about. I don't like the other entrance. Apologies for that little jerky motion. I was fixing my mouse pad. But yeah, we're gonna head back over there, and that should be the last area before we need to go back to the Nether. And the Nether should have the last music disc, as far as I can tell. So we'll see if things are gonna go nicely. But this is actually a pretty long trek. It's right over there, where the Nether tunnel starts. And hopefully we can get through that without too much more issue. But this area was very... There was a trap that killed us, and it was awful, and I hated it. And so it wouldn't surprise me if there's gonna be more traps. There probably will be. But we need to get in here, and we need to make some progress. So looks like this was a trap as well. Traps are not fun. Hello, cultist. All right. So a couple things I'm noticing right away. One, I didn't really need to go get any more coal. Two, there is a lot of water down here, which is kind of surprising. I'm a little worried. I see the wool, or music disc. Okay. So I like the crystal structures. There is a ton of iron in here. That's good to know. There is a spawner behind the wither skeleton skull. And that might be... There's a couple other entrances, so we're going to have to kind of look around. Those are blaze spawners. Yeah, and then the cultists. Okay. So we have some we need to eat, but we have some reconnaissance. Invisible blazes. I like invisible blazes. Those are really cool. Now, they're really hard to hit apparently, but when they're also pretty weak. Good to know. Alright, let's get up here and break spawners. One thing to note, do not break the skulls like this if you're trying to get to the spawners, because you will not have a good time. The skulls, wither skeleton skulls take forever to break. Hey, there is... Alright. I'm not seeing anything under the water. So I don't know what's the deal with this area. This is a very strange area. There was iron back that way, I thought. Was I imagining? No, there's a thing of iron right there. Still haven't found any diamonds. There's a cultist spawner right there. I fear that there's going to be something in one of these pools of water. There is a chest up there. Okay. That can be very difficult to get access to. There is a charged creeper spawner right there too. Alright, so just get this. They're invisible too. Of course they are. I don't know if they've been weakened or not, but this just got a little bit more difficult. There's a blaze spawner there. I haven't seen that path. There's 3 more blaze spawners, it looks like, around the wool. Let's try to clear out most of this, the rest of this. Alright, well, that was awful. That scared me. I did not hear anything creeping up behind me, and I have hostile creatures maxed out. Yeah, so that tells me there was another creeper spawner, or else another creeper spawned. We should be able to get back there pretty easily. I don't expect there to be too much trouble with that, unless we have any issues like with stuff in our way. But our stuff should still be there. That's the important thing. So let's go get that. I did not hear that creeper at all, and that's not good. Tormented soul. So that's what the creepers are called. Let's try to go get our stuff back. Oh man, I hate this area. I hated this area when it killed my diamond sword, and I still do. It is good to know that there is a good vein of iron. There's also a bunch of glowstone in here. Like there is resources in this cave, but it's awful. The cultists are awful. But let's get back over there. There was probably another creeper spawner. It was probably another charged creeper spawner on the other side that I just did not see. How big of a explosion. Some of our stuff might have landed in the water. Nope. Okay. Looks like all of our stuff is still there. We definitely need to collect it quickly though. And back off. Let's see if we can get the experience that's in that. Alright, so we have most of our armor. We have our both swords, our shulker boxes, not that that really matters. Our wood and coal. We have one of the pickaxes, water, our food, extra blocks, boat. Okay. So there's still more stuff to go collect. Let's light up this area. There's our bow. There is the creeper spawner. Okay, let's run away. And I have the bow. I have no arrow though. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and use one of these steel traps. There's our helmet. We're still missing quite a few things. There is our arrow. Alright, let's break this spawner. There's our shield. Okay, I think we have pretty much everything. We'll see. But that wasn't the worst of deaths. Let's see, we have our axe, have our arrow, we have our shield. Okay, cool. Looks like we have pretty much everything. Perfect. Alright, so... Um, of bad things to happen, that was not that bad. Let's go this way. Let's go over here. So an actual question is, where... Okay, there is a skeleton. I like the little hoods that they have. They look really cool. That is like 3 skeletons. There is 2 spawners there. Blaze spawned on the other side. Ooh. Those guys have a little bit of knockback. Luckily we have an infinity bow now, so I don't have to worry about arrows. And he sunk. Alright, there is the blaze over in that area. The blazes are actually really difficult to do anything with. Because I can't see them. Like, I don't know where they're at exactly. Alright, you got hit by a blaze. Let's get some torches over here. And hopefully that killed the blaze. But these cultists are kind of terrible. You have a bow. Fire slinger. And they still ignited me. That is rude. Alright, we do have water. Let's... Ow. Let's use it and turn concrete powder into concrete, I guess. Okay. Let's heal up a little bit. How's our armor doing? Our armor is fine, surprisingly. Fire protection would be really good. Hello. I hate skeletons. So in one version, I think it was 1.9, or I don't remember exactly what version it was of Minecraft. There was a version of Minecraft that... Where? Okay, the skeleton's down there. There was a version of Minecraft that skeletons were like rebalanced or something, and they became way too powerful. And it's unfortunate because skeletons are really annoying to deal with. Just kind of in general. There is more spawners up here, including another creeper spawner. Not again. Alright, we're gonna come up here, rush that, and then run away. At least back off. Yeah, there is a ton of iron in here, up in the ceiling. So there's a chest there. More pools of water. I've not seen anything too suspicious over here in terms of like traps and whatnot. Oh, hey, there is a chest right here. Unbreaking sharpness. Ooh, that's a really good sword. Okay. We're gonna take it. I don't really care about any of the other stuff, but we'll take it anyways. Alright, so the question is, how are we going to deal with this area? And the answer is probably going to be water. However, I do want to see, there's a chest right there. Now, the big question is that trapped? Probably. So, let's swim in some water. That's going to be a lot safer. There's coal. So obviously the water will make sure that we don't have any fall damage when we inevitably get knocked down from here. There is a bunch of glowstone up here, and it looks like it's solid. Glowstone is good for a couple things. Obviously lighting, potions, because we do have blaze rod. We have access to more blaze rods, in a sense. So we could start brewing up potions if we wanted to. Really the only one that would be super beneficial right now is fire resistance. But let's get down here. And speed, netherrack, and more arrows. Alright. So that goes someplace where I've seen. That might be the other end of the explosion cavern, and that might just be a glitch. So we need to get over that way. And I'm going to be a little bit risky and jump into the water. That would have really hurt if we missed. And I think what we're going to do... So there is a lava cave there. I think what we're going to do is we're going to water everything. Now this could end poorly. There is traps you can make with water, turning lava into obsidian or cobblestone, whichever it is. It's obsidian. But we can definitely just come down here and grab more water without any issue. So the question is, can we get up to that without any problem? And the other thing is there anything over here? There is. Alright, we have multiple company. Blazes. Then the cultists over there. But we might be able to be a little risky. It's really hard to tell if you hit these guys as well. Ow, I walked into that one. Okay, so those are just normal axe wielders. Let's pillar up. And we're not even close enough. Okay, let's pillar back down. This is not where we want to be. Alright, so going up that way activates that spawner. So I think what we need to do is go up from here. But we need to be very, very careful. So we are activating it here. We are not there. Alright. We're gonna make a staircase. I want to activate that. I want to get it to spawn again. We're gonna deal with the blazes that spawn in. And there we go. And then we should be able to just deal with it. Whenever they spawn in, we kill them and get out of spawning range. Cool. Perfect. Now we just really quickly pillar up. And can we reach? Not quite. Perfect. That's all we needed to do. Alright. I think the play is going to be this, and it's going to be awful. There are 2 spawners there plus 2 more spawners there. I kind of want to try to get into some of these areas, But the other part of me says just get the music disc and get out. And I think the best way to do that is going to be really, really cheesy. There's not a good way up there, as my voice cracks. There's not a good way up there. Just in general, Minecraft doesn't like, you know, playing vertically. I do want to see if we can get another. Let's explore over here just a little bit. Is there anything up here? There is a chest, but I don't see anything, and that's honestly a little terrifying. I want to see if we can get another whatchamacallit, blaze rod. But I'm not seeing any of the ones that I killed. The blaze is up. There's one. Alright, perfect. That is good enough. Alright, let's retreat somewhere that we know is relatively safe. Which, to be perfectly honest, is like right over here. I will say the cultists look really cool. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and stash a lot of things in here. We have plenty of blocks, which is not a concern. Let's get a little bit more torches. Alright, so I think the best option for us is going to be to bridge. And we'll have to be fairly careful with how we bridge. And so we're going to do something a little bit weird. But at the same time, hopefully this isn't a proximity bomb. I just know this is trapped. I just know it. Okay. Unbreaking. And a bunch of andesite. And some raw pork chops. Okay. I'm surprised that wasn't trapped. So how can we do this? What's going to be the best way? I mean, from here-ish, it's not too terrible. There are spawners in the walls. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a staircase. Let's actually use the andesite. And right here looks just fine. So we're just going to do one of these classic staircases till we get about up to where we need to be. Now this looks terrifying, and it is. Let's go like 2 or 3 more higher. Alright, so this should be good enough for starters. Let's make sure this is well lit. I don't think there are natural spawns for the most part, but if there is, we don't want that to happen. And what we're going to do is we're going to just make a quick and easy. I guess we'll do it not there, but here. And let's put a backstop type of thing here. Alright, this might look weird, but what I want to do is I want to get an infinite water supply at the top of our little bridge. And then we're just going to periodically drop water down. And this is hopefully going to save us if we fall. So we can do something like this. And we're just going to bridge out. and drop water every once in a while. The water should save us if we fall. There are spawners we need to deal with. And we're going to be going through a lot of blocks. Should probably also keep this well lit. Just in case. But basically, if we get to the point where we're a little bit over water, like over lava, we just drop some water. Run back and grab more. Now, the other thing we could do is make a protected tunnel. We put railings on this, but I think as long as we have water down there, we'll be fine. And if I hear anything spawn, which we should be getting close to that, we'll have a bad time. The other thing is just kind of, making sure we have water on the bar. Also, those are charge creepers on the sides, it looks like, to kind of discourage you from going over there. Fair enough. Alright, let's do like 2, 3, 4, and then we retreat. We set in the water and try to kill the blazes. Now, obviously, they can't set us on fire. We're sitting in water. Is that one still? I don't know. I don't know if there's still one over there. But they can't do much to us because we're sitting in water. But we do need to be very careful. When I hear them spawn, like so, we run back, and if we fall into the water. I accidentally picked up that water, by the way. Then we can always, swim up the waterfall. They can knock us back from that, but... Alright, they're over there. We're spawning those guys. So fun fact, blazes can't do much to you at a distance if you have fire resist. They do very little damage. However, they still do a ton of damage if they are close. They do a lot of physical damage to you. So that is something to be wary of. Alright, I don't think we're spawning anything. We are spawning that one. Alright, so we'll retreat. I wonder what the, quote-unquote, intended way to do this is. But I figure if we can get to the music disc, as long as we have a safe fall. I can't tell if I've hit all of them or not. As long as we have a safe fall, it doesn't matter too much. And we don't. So let's... run away. Alternatively, we could... Man, there's so many blazes. This is a pain. This is also going to be a long episode because I want to finish this area. I honestly want to finish this map. I've had enough. This map isn't bad, but it's not too fun. The challenges are kind of dumb. The problem I've had with this map is just the lack of resources, and maybe it's because I'm not exploring enough, but at the same time, I have no reason to explore because things are awful when I explore. There's only so many terrible traps I can deal with that reset my inventory before I don't want to play it. So let's just try our best. 3, 4. Alright, so here is the problem. We are going to always be in range of the one spawner whenever we're over there. And we still have a ways to go. So, what to do? I think we just... I mean, we could just pillar up and get into... get a little bit higher. Is there anything in the ceiling? I don't see anything in the ceiling, but there might be. That might be the easier way. I don't have ladders, but I could make ladders. We could pillar up a little bit. I think what we're going to do, though, is just... bridge up a little bit. Run away. Ow. Get hit. And then reset. Yeah, this is unfortunate, but they do have a little bit... The blazes do have a little bit of knockback. Granted, we are nearly there. I don't know if there's one still there. There's one down there. It's really hard to hit things you can't see. Especially when you have very little indication of whether or not you've hit them. That one I think died because its projectiles disappeared. That one died. Oh my gosh. Fire. Everywhere. Let's just rush it. Let's also make sure we have... Oh, come on. Wow, that was so many blaze fireballs all at once. We're so close. We are very close. We just need to hit a couple more blocks. We should be fine. I really dislike this. This is just annoying at this point. Not being able to see the blazes is just annoying. Give them effects, you know, do something. You can set them on fire, so they would always be on fire. Granted, you would then not be able to tell when they're about to fire, like shoot their fireballs at you, but you would be able to see them constantly and not just... because you can't see them from a distance with the smoke particles. Alright, that one's dead. I think there's just one left. But the problem is he's like right there. And I don't know if I can hit him from here. There's like a really tiny... Nope. Is he still over there? He might have... Nope, he's still over there. Alright, let's just... get a little bit closer and... We hit him once. Ow. Alright, let's just go for it. One. Alright, we have access to the box. We just need to clear out the rest of the blazes and we should be good. But yeah, it's just a problem. The blazes, I think it's a cool idea to have them invisible, but at the same time, it's really hard to see them from a distance. And so, with how this is set up, where you need to basically travel across a big open space that is going to have blazes spawning at you, it's not very fun. And that's the whole point of these maps, is to be fun. Alright, we're going to do that. There we go. And let's get all the way out of here. And never come back. I don't really care about any of these other paths. We'll explore them later. But we have the music disc. what is this called? The Cult Pass. Alright, so I think that is all of the objectives apart from the one in the Nether, which means next episode we're going to the Nether, and that's not going to be fun. We were there for a little bit. We saw that there are evokers there, and yeah, no water. It was also all void, so that means anything we lose, if we die, it's probably all gone, which is not fun. But we'll see how the challenge is. If it's not too terrible of a challenge, then it's not that big of a deal. If it's fairly fair, but we need to get some blocks, and then we'll head back over that direction. I'm going to pick up all the stuff we have at this base, and we're going to go back to the tree. I'm going to drop it all off there, and then I will meet you guys in the next episode at the Nether portal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. A little bit longer, but we got through that area very quickly. And yeah, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and that I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!